Good afternoon. It is Tuesday. June 18th. Skipped yesterday. One of my buddies had a bit of a family emergency, so after so long of not getting to play D&D, we again didn't get to play D&D.
No one's sad about this.
Like several of us are, but...
Oh, I do too.
Okay. But today, we got a plan that we kind of been planning for a week, because like a week ago, we just happened to jump back into movie day.
Weirdly.
Someone's idea.
Me.
And we watched Inside Out, which I've owned for a while. Yeah, so we just watched Inside Out.
He's blocking my face. It's rude.
And the reason we did that is because this week we're going to see Inside Out 2.
Woohoo!
The sequel where
Woohoo!
there's more emotions.
More emotions! Woo!
Unexplained, apparently. Sure, no adults had more emotions previously.
We don't know that.
We know that no adults had more emotions in that one. We saw in all sorts of their heads.
We just saw their control centers. We didn't see the rest of their brains. I have a justification for it, and I'm sticking with it. Let's go!
Gotta see a movie.
Yeah!
And we saw Inside Out 2.
Yeah!
Clever title. You know, they used to like give sequels like names.
Just number them.
Okay. I would
Are
give.
you sad about about just numbering them?
I mean, it feels lazy. Like the trailer for Moana 2, I was like, it's not even like you could come up with something. Anyways, just lazy. It's okay.
Get straight to the point. Moana 2, Frozen 2, Frozen 3, Inside Out 2. No confusion. No, which is the next order? No weird 1/2.
Well,
That's Lion King.
yeah, I know, but they could.
Lion King.
But they could still. That was because the second one was Lion King 2: Simba's Pride, and they wanted to insert it. If they had given names without using a number, then they wouldn't have had to have the 1.5. Because the reason for 1.5 is like, we want to put a sequel, but we want it to be closer to the first one.
We want it to be a prequel to the second and a sequel to the first.
That's why they did that.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Anyways, Inside Out 2. I'll give it like 4 out of 5.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. It made me cry.
Yeah. So.
Solid.
So, they did stick with, at least through like the early part and majority part, you know, the adults still only showing the same 5 emotions. Like, those are the main ones running it.
Yeah.
Whatever. So they stuck with that. They didn't all of a sudden have all the emotions running around everyone's head.
Yeah.
It's like the idea of Riley goes through puberty, new emotions come and take over and kick out all the old emotions. They're like, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we got mostly anxiety leading things as Riley is on some sort of hockey camp. Now therein lies the biggest reason I didn't like this as much as the first one.
Oh, so this is not as good as the first one.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You used a different scale, obviously.
Yeah.
So it threw me off.
Yeah, no, this scale is a little more wibbly wobbly.
I understand. Because a 4 out of 5 is only like an 80%.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean,
you gave Inside Out like a 7.
Yeah. No, that's not how these numbers line up.
Okay, your math isn't mathing, but
They're ranges. It's weird. Anyways, it's a lot about the sports, and I get it. Like, the reason that Riley is into sports is because they want their show to appeal to both boys and girls, and their lead character is a girl, so she's into sports to try and appeal to boy. But I am not into sports. Sports what? Huh?
I don't mind hockey. I don't like actively watch it, but it's one that I can.
I don't get it. So there was a lot of hockey, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. So that part was like, eh. But there is like the sense of it, of like kid trying to fit in and feeling dejected by old friends who are leaving her. And anyways, embarrassment is sweet. I like sadness. Embarrassment is sweet.
So I enjoyed this one. I felt like it was a good coming of age with like, yeah, you do have a lot more emotions then. And anxiety definitely kind of creeps in, and especially with the sports and just the competitive nature of all of that. My biggest issue was that it very much felt like, and maybe it's because she wouldn't realize it at the time, okay, because she's so young, but at the same time, my biggest issue is that I feel like you could very easily explain her dramatic increase of anxiety when her friends tell her that they're not going to the same high school because of the thing that she just went through last movie where she had to move and leave all of her friends.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a dramatic.
But it's almost like it very much feels like a very natural emotional follow-up to what happened to her in the first movie. Yeah, so I really liked it. It was pretty solid. The
and
were there.
And now they do early on show like their whatever personality, like islands or whatever, and they're all like, friends big, family small, which really tracks with the movie because her family basically isn't in it at all. No, and she's currently in a very competitive state with her family. You know, all the interactions that we saw with them weren't super positive. Like, obviously, she's still trying. You know, there is still some positive undertones, but she's growing and figuring out who she is. And yeah, family doesn't always feel like the biggest thing in your mind when you're a teenager. Yeah. So. I liked it. Yeah. But yeah, it was still lead character Joy. Going off on adventure out in the depths of the mind again. Only this time, it was anger, fear, and disgust that got to join her, and sadness got sent back up to headquarters. Yeah, to help draw them back, which, because she knew the most about the manuals. So yeah, sadness was definitely in it less. Yeah, no, it was very much the, okay, we focused on sadness and joy last time. This time, it's the other three and joy. And a lot of introducing the new ones, obviously. Yeah, a lot of the new ones, they're leading things over at headquarters. Which felt more important than the disgust and fear and anger running things the first time. Because they are the opposition. They are the villain. They're the problem. Yeah. Anxiety is our villain. Right. Spoilers, you know, for your own emotions. Anxiety is your villain. No, totally fine. It's very helpful. It gets things done. It future casts all of the things that could go wrong and where you have to perfect yourself. Oh. Maybe that's why I'm still in therapy. But otherwise, and we got some little things where they tried to, in the last one, they had the imaginary friend, and they set up specifically, like, the solution with that imaginary friend early on. In this one, they show whatever the repressed thoughts, and they're like, oh, childhood show she still likes. And they do technically set up the solution there. But it didn't feel as smooth. I wasn't sitting there as they get towards it, and I'm like, because in the first one, I was like, the rocket ship. Like as they're trying to figure it out, like, I'm already getting there. Yep. Coming up with the anger calling pouchy. Yeah. And I'm just like, it was a choice. It was a funny choice. Not a great choice, but a funny one. Though, even though that didn't really give, like, the perfect solution, that just gave them the tool that they then came up with their solution with. So yeah, no, it's all, it was clearly trying to pull that same magic from the first one, or at least doing like a callback to it. I don't think it was trying to pull the same magic. You can't repeat that magic. Bing Bong will forever live in our hearts, and he is the true hero of Riley. Pouchy's got a lot of dynamite for a weird reason, and I don't know what Pouchy's doing with that. Yeah, I didn't watch that show. Whatever. But it was a good way. I mean, I think it's a callback to Dora the Explorer with backpack.
Dora,
Okay.
Dora the Explorer. Gotta say backpack. 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 And
Okay.
then backpack.
Okay, yeah, so is that actually a thing?
Yes.
Okay. See, to my mind, I'm like, okay, so it's at least giving off the vibes of some Blue's Clues kind of stuff. But, like, that's
It's
the
not.
closest in...
It's not a Blue's
I've
Clues.
never seen
I
Dora the
know.
Explorer.
I'm
but it's
understanding that
still
now.
that sort of silly talk to the...
Mm-hmm. He did do that a lot.
Yeah, talk, you know.
A lot of but no, it was a very much a Dora the Explorer callback. I'll have to show you.
I don't think you do.
No?
No, I think I'm fine without seeing Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. She's a super cool explorer, Laura. I watched Dora the Explorer a lot. That was the one that I watched.
I mean, this is what I get for choosing to marry a girl that's 10 years younger than me, but...
Hi. Swiping, no swiping, swiping, no swiping. Oh, man. Dora the Explorer.
We're talking about Inside Out 2, which I have seen.
So you know how the triple dent gun will make you smile plays in Riley's head all the time whenever she doesn't expect it? Dora the Explorer's theme song lives rent-free in my mind. It doesn't pop up all the time, but it is one that you say Dora the Explorer, and I'm like literally early
I
today.
never said it.
No, I said it. I said it.
Anyways, we saw a movie.
I know, put that one in my head. Yeah, we saw a movie. It was good. Good.
Okay.
Go see.
Enjoy movies.
And maybe you won't think about Dora the Explorer.
Or maybe now you will, and it's all her fault.
Yeah.
Let her know that it's her fault.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. Join us as our journey continues.
Bye.
Bye.